city life, I gotta make it. This is where it goes down. I just happen to come up hard. Legal or illegal, baby, I gotta make it.
I never took a straight path nowhere. Life's full of twists and turns, bumps and bruises. I live, I learn. I'm from that city full of yellow cabs and skyscrapers. It's hard to get a start in these parts without paper. Homie, I grew up in hell, a block away from heaven. That corner age 15 minutes, it move at 7. Pure snow, bag it then watch it go. Occupational options, get some blow or some hoes. Shoot the ball of the
What's going on, cigar world? What's going on, cigar enthusiasts and all my business folks out there watching? This is Jack the Cigar Enthusiast. You already know what it is. We back with another segment of Virtual Smoke Deck, man. Today I am Dapper down because my name is Dapper D, and I gotta show up and show out because our guest today is on that fly stuff, okay? He puts the Dapper to the Dapper and the down to the Dapper. You know what I mean? Y'all didn't probably get it, but I got it. That's all that really matters. Hey, man, I appreciate everybody tuning in, man. You know, we rocking right now, man. We about to enjoy ourselves a little bit and really get things going here. If you're watching on YouTube, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Make sure you go ahead and hit that notification bell and give me a huge thumbs up. If you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and hit that share button because I'm telling you right now what we got in store for you today. You don't want to miss it, and we cannot fail on getting this information out there because my man is coming with that heater. All right. What's up? What's up, John? Johnny Smokes in the house, man. Appreciate you tuning in, man. Today we're doing a little something different on the Virtual Smoke Deck, man. If you're looking and you're reading the comments and different things of that nature, some things that we got to update you on, man. Dapper D's has started its own cigar Facebook group, man. Make sure you go ahead and hit the link in the comment box and go ahead and add yourself to that, and we'll go ahead and add you back. We're looking for the fellowship. We're looking for the people that's looking to have a good time and really able to socialize. With that being said, man, we're about to really get this thing going. Like I said, if you're watching on Facebook, go ahead and hit that share button. What everybody's smoking on, what everybody's doing, man, go ahead and give me a high five. Say what's up. Let me know that you're tuning in. Let us know that you're showing us some love. All right. Without further ado, man, we're going into one of our segments, man. This is probably like our 9th, maybe like 11th, some crazy number. Live segment, man, and what we constantly keep doing is we keep changing the trajectory of what it is that we're trying to do. Today's guest, is somebody I actually met by mistake, man. I'm gonna let him get into that here in a little bit, but man, we really doing some big things, man, and I think this guy has some phenomenal business ideas, and I'm curious to see where he's going next, man, and we're going to get into it. Without further ado, let's introduce Arminius Patterson. What's up, champ?
What's up, man? How you doing?
Man, I'm living. What's going on with you, man?
Hey, I can't complain, man. I'm grateful for the opportunity, man. I'm grateful to be here, and I'm ready to dive into some Dapper stuff, man. Let's get into it. Man,
boy, you done set it. You got the whole setup, boy. You got that grown man right next to you trying on the suit, man.
Yeah, man. This is one of our double breast Super 120 wool fabrics, man. Extremely light. Complements the body very well, man. I don't want to get too much in depth just yet. Yeah. But we can go over some details.
Yeah, most definitely. Well, you know what we do at the Virtual Smoke Deck. I know you're not smoking right now because you actually over there at your fitting room where you do all your fittings and all that stuff like that. So I'm not gonna ask you to go ahead and smoke up your suits, but you know I got a nice suit and I don't mind smoking mine up a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and light up. Without further ado, man, we smoking on that Arthur Fuente Hemingway signature, man. We doing boss stuff, so we gotta smoke some boss things with it, man. Shout out to Andrew out there watching, man. I appreciate y'all. We got a watch party, Arminius, going on in Dapper D Cigars. I know you're part of that. So you know we did a special dedicated watch party to the Dapper D's page, man. So I appreciate everybody tuning in. and you know, joining us for this segment, man. Make sure y'all hit that subscribe button and that share button. Arminius, man, you know, brother, it's just funny how we met, man. Why don't you dive a little bit into that, into how we met and you know, kind of what it is that you're doing.
Yeah, definitely. Was it about 4 or 5 days ago? You know, I shared one of my videos because I offer the ultimate grooms experience that the guys' wedding parties can experience: tuxedo maintenance, custom tuxedos, massages, pedicures, facials. We offer lint rollers, cologne, 2 bottles of champagne, alcoholic beverage of your choice, and of course cigars. When I shared the video, I was just typing in different magazines, different influencers. I typed in the word Dapper, and Dapper D cigars popped up. And 5 minutes later, man, I get a message from a man here saying, "Hey, man, I'm opening up a cigar lounge in Jacksonville, Florida." And I'm like, wow, man, this is just, it's not a mistake, man. It's all God's design, man. He had placed us in a position to meet each other. It's already ordained to happen. And I'm extremely grateful, man, for the opportunity and the conversation that we've already had, man. And to be able to partner is such a beautiful thing. And it's a win-win on both sides. So a little bit about the business, a little bit about the brand. We started out in 2015 at Shaw University, which is the oldest HBCU in the South. I was a senior, and I was handcrafting bow ties out of my college apartment. If anybody's been a college senior before, funds are extremely tight, trying to graduate. So on Wednesdays, I'm going to Goodwill and Salvation Army to get fabrics for 50% off. I was taking old sheets. I was taking pillowcases. I was taking anything with type of fabric, man. I'm bringing them back to the room. Before I even knew how to sew, I was using a glue gun and a pair of scissors, and I was handcrafting those bow ties, selling them around campus. And then fast forward to 2016, I got a call from my mentee. He wanted something to wear to prom. I styled him, and he won Prom King. He posted a picture online. 2017, people hitting me up, asking me about different styling packages. I'm like, wow, I guess I'm a stylist now. And styled about 8 guys, man. And then in 2018, we went into the full customization, man, the full custom suits, custom shirts. And then now, I can really honestly say, man, we might be the leader in the fashion industry and the leader in when we talking about bespoke suiting and things of that nature, man.
You know, one thing that Arminius said, and he always told me to call him Pat because I was never gonna get his name right. Well, trick's on you because I studied your name for 3 days before I actually caught on to it. Arminius, okay? Yeah, we got it. Hey, you know, it's just funny, like the way things happen, man, is it's kind of mind-boggling. You know, we had a conversation not too long ago, got another one coming up here soon. And you know, it's funny what God would do when you ask him to do it for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he would show you some things that is just straight mind blowing, and the way you come together on it is just it's crazy. You know what I mean?
Crazy.
And you know, Arminius is 29 years old, man, born and raised from Jacksonville, Florida. And me and Arminius share some conversations that we're not going to share with you guys on this virtual smoke deck. But it's crazy how much similarity that we actually have when it comes to our life. And Arminius is, you know, when he tagged me, and you know, I'm not no big shot, man. So I tell people all the time, like, don't get it confused. You know, I'm trying to grow as well as the next person. Anytime you stop growing in business, you're dying. Your business is gonna die, and that's what you never want to do. But you know, when he tagged me, man, I went on his stuff. Audacious by Arminius, man, and this dude is cold. You know, I mean, straight freaking cold. And when I said, hey, look, when y'all get off of this live, man, go ahead and go to Audacious by Arminius on Facebook and just scroll. And y'all tell me what y'all think. Hey, don't let me be the judge. You know, y'all tell me what this man is cold. And you know, this brother is handcrafting these suits, you know, based on the fabric, based on the photos that you want. And I mean, it's like some real life stuff. And you know, I'm Dapper D. You know, I got the name because you know I know how to dress and stuff like that. And then I meet this brother Arminius, and he made me rethink everything I've been putting on. But man, this brother, man, I want to let you know before we even go into our segment, man, that your suit's cold. That what it is that you doing is ordained by God, and you're gonna keep going. You're gonna keep flowing as much as you possibly can, because at the end of the day, you got a good spirit. But anyway, man, look, if I wanted to preach, I would have got on the stage at church today and started preaching. So that ain't what we're gonna do today. Even though I like somebody pastor. Arminius, man, obviously you started with bow ties. What really made you switch from the bow tie game to actually getting to the point where now you're putting people full suits get ups for weddings, for Christmas parties, for special events? I mean, so what actually took you there outside of just transitioning? Like what clicked in your mind that said I need to grow?
Man, I was like, why not? Why not, man? Why? I've always been into fashion. I know one thing.
I got you, David.
I wanted to always have my own shoe. And when I found different means to do everything that we thought of as kids, to create our own shoes, create our own line, it's like, why not, man? Today, I want to thank James Franklin, who is the owner of Would You Specs. He has his own custom eyewear line, and he laced me with these custom frames, man, custom wood frames.
What's his social media?
Would You Specs, WOOD Specs by James Franklin. Yeah, man. So stuff like that was like, well, why not? You get what I'm saying? If a guy can create his own eyewear line, the young lady who created this painting for me. So I was like, man, with everything got here that we can kind of get our hands on, why not go to the next level? And even now, I'm just always thinking about what's next. How can we expand? And also mastering my craft and still thinking about expansion. So, not being afraid to try different things, man. I think a lot of times we stand in our own way. And I think we put limits on God, man. We don't act specifically for certain things because we can't physically see it, but it's already wrote for us. We just have to walk into it, man. So when it came to Luke, I'm like, oh yeah, this is no brainer. This is it, man. I always watch Steve Harvey, and I watch my granddad. I watch those guys, wear certain suits, certain shoes, the way they would be shined, certain brims, certain hats, certain fedoras, things of that nature that always kind of caught my eye. And now that I'm in a position to do that, I love to give that same knowledge and that same motivation to someone else. And that's really how I make the transition. It was like, you know what, man? If I can do this, if I can handcraft a bow tie, if I can sew up a shirt, you know what I mean? I can partner with 3 or 4 manufacturers. I can get in contact with people who can ultimately partner with me and start making some of this stuff for me. I start to work smarter and not harder, man.
And that's absolutely what it is that you got to do. You know what I mean? You have to, like we mentioned before, if you're not growing, then you're dying. So if you're not looking for a strategy or a way to grow your business and you want to stick on to bow ties, then what's going to happen when everybody start making bow ties? Because I started to see it already. But how many people you actually know? How many people on here right now? Go ahead and drop where you get your suits from, right? I'll be the first to tell you. I was a Kohl's guy, man. I love Kohl's. Kohl's, you catch them during the season, man. You get 80% off on these suits. I take them to my to my tailor and get them tailored for me. But talking to this brother, I'm like, look, what we about to do in Jacksonville is for another conversation, but we're gonna dig into it a little bit later. But what we about to do in Jacksonville, we gotta show up and show out. You know what I mean? When people see us, they may be like, well, what? They may be like, what's going on? Like, why you in a suit? Well, guess what? My God dang, I'm Dapper D. You know what I mean? Like, I gotta show up and show out. So I can't be over here lacking. You know,
Right.
and Arminius, man, like I said, bro, you know what it is that you're doing. It's just off the charts, man. So, what was your first suit, and who did you make it for? Well, what was the first suit that you custom made, and who did you make it for?
First suit was Alex and Andrew Wilcox. They're at the University of West Florida now. They just won the D2 national championship last year. They're twin brothers. Their mom came to me, and they were high schoolers for their prom. That was 2018. Matter of fact, yeah. Those were the first two guys, and that really was like, that support was crazy. Like that one was the way the parents, the mom and the dad, we still keep in contact to this day. And people still send me the screenshot of those two guys saying, like, you did the twin suit. I'm like, yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. Oh man. So that word of mouth, man, is better than any sponsor ad you can get on Facebook, any Google review. That word of mouth is everything, man. So that was the first one. We made it for their senior prom. And like I said, I'm proud of those two guys, man. They're at the University of West Florida. They actually should be about to graduate soon. They're talking about pursuing their master's degree. I'm proud of those guys, man. So I'm grateful to be able to be a part of that, to make those guys.
So what was the project that you did for them that made them stand out so well?
They wanted so they're a defensive lineman. They're offensive line and defensive lineman. So they
big
are
boys.
Yeah.
Real big.
And
big.
Yeah. Most people, you know, they feel as if they can't wear things that can complement their body type. So I tell people, you know, the slim fit, skinny fit, the modern fit, we like to make garments that complement you. So someone like them who has extreme broad shoulders, subtle details in terms of making the lapel a little wider so we can have the proper proportion on their body with their suit. So much emphasis won't be on the broad shoulders. It takes it away, and you can see the whole landscape of that suit, man. So it was small things that we did. We took in the sides and not so much of the back seam, so we wouldn't put too much of focal point for their belly area. And then the pants, they have huge thighs. So we kept the thighs comfortable, but we took in anything below the knee and down to the ankle with a more tapered, modern fit guys are kind of wearing now. So it was the fit, man. The fit made all of the difference. And the color combination. We put them in there, man. We put them with some nice velvet loafers. And we topped Alex off with a red velvet dinner jacket with a satin black lapel. And Andrew went with a taupe suit and the a Gucci pocket square. So we made them stand out from the color combination, man, and the shoes. And it was just nice, man. It was real nice.
You know, I tell you what, I am very OCD, right? And when it comes to my outfits, I feel like I have to match everything to the T, man. And what I realize is when you're doing like the dapper looks, when you're doing those extraordinary looks, little details and different things help make the overall outfit pop a little bit more. You know, right. What are some things that, especially for people that's trying to transition into that type of lifestyle, like what's some ideas? You know, obviously you probably getting a custom suit is not what they want to do the first time around, but maybe they want to start getting into that. What are some ideas to help them with the coordination of it?
Yeah. So you want to stay away from, and this is no shot at you, we're not going color on color anymore in terms of matching tie, matching pocket square. What you want to do is pull one of those colors from your tie and incorporate it with a paisley or plaid type pocket square. If you have on a paisley tie, pull one of those colors out and drop a pocket square in there, and that'll help that kind of stand out. But we're not doing.
Hold on real quick. When you say paisley, what does that mean? Because I don't know what that means, and I'm sure other people don't know what that means. So like what I got, what these flowers?
Yeah, that's a form of paisley.
Okay. So is it like the design? Is it like the bandana look? Like what is it?
Yeah, it's the design of the fabric. And if you look here, you can see a little of that lavender color, and
Yeah.
that's what to pull out in that pocket square up top.
Okay.
So and then this a little. You don't have to go two. You can go one on a
Okay.
light day, and you still color coordinating. But what you don't want to do is go purple and dark purple and purple. You don't
Right.
want to go color, or you don't want to go solid and solid. If you
Right.
went solid purple here, then if you went solid purple here, you could go with one of these, which is a
Come
floral
on.
square.
Okay.
And you still you still be kind of smooth, man. You're not overdoing it. You just want it to pop a little bit. So you go floral, pocket square there, then you go solid here, and then you kind of tie it in. That's just another way, the subtle details, man, that you can do that can help you stand out there, man. And one thing I try to tell people too, when you wear a double breast jacket, and it's personal preference, but some guys like to leave that button unbuttoned right there, and when you walk, it gives it a little flair. Myself, I really
you like that. You like it to be snug.
I like the snug, so I like to have it buttoned up, man. Me personally. A lot of guys, it's kind of frowned upon to have them all buttoned, but when I'm wearing a double breast, I really want to show that it's a double breast, man.
Yeah.
And to your point, you're absolutely right. If you're trying to build your wardrobe, and this is what I tell people, I'm not all about the money. Do not get a custom suit because of the price point.
Yeah.
Now, what you want to do is ask the individual, do you guys offer off the rack suits? Or an off the rack suit is solely, we may order it for you. We may go into a certain store. We have certain relationships with certain high-end stores that have better quality than the regular stores. I'm not trying to down any other suit shop, but we have a certain standard here. So if you don't want to go for the price point and do a custom suit, and then if you do your first custom suit, get you a suit that you can wear multiple times. You want to get you a navy blue. You want to get a gray. You want to get possibly a black, a khaki. You don't want to get a pinstripe or a plaid. Get something that you can rotate between different shirt and tie pattern combinations to where you can get multiple wears and a better bang for your buck.
Absolutely. Absolutely. I was just agreeing with you. I wasn't cutting you off.
Oh no, that's my suggestion, man. When people are coming to the custom world, I know they're excited. It's their first custom suit. You get to pick out your buttons. You're picking out your fabric. You're picking out the inside of the jacket. You're picking out whether you want belt loops or pull tabs. You're picking out name embroidery. You're picking out the type of collar of your shirt that you would like. You're picking out if you want cuffs or a French cuff or not, button sleeves. All of those things, you really get excited because you're designing your own suit right before your eyes. So I get it. But what would make sense is for you to maybe start out with just 2 off the rack suits, get them tasted, and then work towards getting your first custom. Now, I highly suggest every man should have 1 custom suit before he leaves. You should just go custom 1 time. And once you go custom, you're not gonna go back.
It's funny that you hit that right on the head. Because when I tell Muzz want to go into these ridiculous suits once they start trying to get into their suit game, and I think it's so, I'm not gonna say idiotic, but it's not really intelligent to go into getting a custom suit where the colors and that's gonna rock is not gonna be complimentary for like a business meeting or something like that. And like he said, you hit it right on the head, man. Do a some couple off the rack, a black, a blue, a gray. Man, I got 3 gray suits. I got a real dark gray. I got a medium gray. I got this light gray. I got a dark blue. I got a light blue. I got a black. I got a couple blacks. But now that we here, that you got those, those everyday suits. Now we can start getting into the tailor suit game. Hey, look. Right. I want a suit for this. I want a suit for that. But I also want to be able to wear this suit, under here and here and here. And that's kind of where I'm at, But Arminius, man, I know a lot of people are wondering, like, so what are you doing, man? Like, are you going to get a suit off the rack that you just told people to get the suit off the rack? And, fitting it to them and then getting them to it. How is your suits custom compared to Joss or menswear, those type of places? What sets you apart?
The measurements in itself. I take about 16 measurements all the way down to your knee, your calf, your wrist, your bicep. Of course, the standard, you go into a regular suit shop, they're going to get your neck and your chest. We get your belly. We get your shoulder from point to point, man. We talk about quality. And again, I got to be completely transparent. When I got into this business, I learned a lot of things that I didn't know. A lot of suit shops are saying that it's custom and they're ironing on certain labels and stitching certain labels into suits. And it's not the truth. They're not being candid with you. They're not being honest about what you're getting. They're not telling you the difference between the threads, the fabric, what's a good fabric to wear around this season, why you shouldn't wear this fabric, which fabric is lighter, which fabric is complementary to your body. Just because it's lighter, you may be a bigger guy, and then you're going to get a lot of fabric that's just kind of flowy, and you don't want that when you walk.
Yeah.
So they don't tell you those things. They're just telling you price points. Here, I'm telling you price points based upon the level when you kind of enter. And we have 4 different levels here at Audacious by Arminius. Premier, Elite, the ABA level, then the Opulence level, which is the top of the top. But I'm trying to build you up to get to that level, if that makes sense. I'm telling you why you want to wear certain things. What's our workhorse suit? What's our traveler suit that's kind of wrinkle free? Things of that nature, man. So it's the quality, the subtle details, man. Where we're getting our fabric from, and I'll get into that as I just completed a certain application to gain access to certain fabrics that not everybody has, man. So that puts me in a whole nother lane of our own, man. And it took us a while to get there. So I'm proud to say that I know for a fact I've been Jackson. I may be the only one holding this fabric, So that's that. And then price points, man. We talking about custom suits. Our custom suits start at $649.
Dang, you did it. You did it. I didn't want to go there yet, but you did it. Okay. Go ahead. You did it already. Hey, but hold on. Wait. Before you get to price, right? Obviously, he already said, what up, D? What's going on, Garland? What's going on, David? What's going on, Kevin? Kevin, your uncle said that extraordinaire. Now I don't even know if you've seen it, but
yeah, my uncle from New York.
That, right? So I'm Jack. All right. I contact Arminius. I want Arminius to do me a custom suit. Go through the process for me so I know what I'm getting for that $649.
Right. So initially we're going to do a consultation, which is a $50 consultation fee. That consultation covers fabric selection, measurements, any type of styling and designing that we do. Also, that $50, if you decide to move forward, it goes towards your actual custom suit. So now you're looking at $600. And here's the thing that sets us apart. You only have to put down half the amount. You don't have to put down the total amount. So you're putting down $300, and in about 6 to 8 weeks, depending on the demand that we're in, the season that we're in, then you don't have to pay the remaining balance. So in between those 6 to 8 weeks, you can break that payment up into increments. So you may have put down $300 up front, and now you say, hey man, every 2 weeks I would like to pay $100 for the next 6 weeks. So now you have your custom suit. You didn't break the bank, so to speak, but you're getting top of the line fabric, details that you want. You're getting the garment that's going to confine to your body over time. Over time, it will fit you better with our suits and not degrade like most suits. So you're getting better quality. You're getting your choice of fabric. You're getting what you want. If you walk into a suit shop, they can only give you what they have on the rack.
Yeah,
they make it your size. They may, they can refer you. But if you're looking for a specific fabric or specific color and they don't have it, you just can't get it. With us, you're creating what you want. We're bringing it to reality. So for that amount, you can't beat it. It's the best price on the market. I've done my research, and it's the best quality. So you're in a win-win situation. We have the best product for the best price.
Okay. So again, I'm Jack. I'm coming to Arminius to get me a custom suit. I just got tailored. You said into the design part. What am I designing, man?
So I'm gonna ask you, man, how many suits you got? How many suits do you have? And then you may tell me, man, I may have 2 or 3. And I'm gonna ask you, man, what's your comfort level? Is there any color that you just, will not wear? I'm trying to get a feel for you. I don't want to dominate the meeting. I want to incorporate your ideas and see how we can kind of come up with this masterpiece. So I'm gonna pull out one of my go-to workhorse fabric books. I don't want to show you the name yet, but man, this is literally, man, my fabric out of London. And man, I got this. I mean, my wife traveled over there, and like you said, it's crazy how God worked, man. Ran into some people by the way that I was dressed, and that conversation just sparked. And I may be the only one in Jacksonville with this. Extremely light, great fabric, man. I loved it, man. Good for the good year round. So we'll let you pick out the outside of that suit, man, and then you may want to get a little bit more in depth in detail. You may want to say, hey, man, I want to know what my insider look like. I want to know the lining of the suit. So I say, well, are you conservative? Do you want a solid, or do you want something to kind of stand out? And he may say, you know what, man, I want to wear this on a Friday at the office. I want to stand out a little bit, man. So I'm gonna show him a different array of insides, and then he may want to say, man, well, what about my buttons, man? How I'm gonna button up my jacket? So I let him pick through his buttons, from the suit button to his shirt button, man, and we'll finish it all off with something kind of snazzy on the inside for him. Handcrafted for Jack, custom made just for Jack at Dapper. We may even do a embroidery of a cigar on the inside for him. I got something for you too, man. So we all of those things you get, and we get down to the shirt fabric, and then we'll throw him a complimentary tie and pocket square in there. Just stopping by.
Man, do y'all understand how much this guy is the truth? Like, I mean, the last time I seen something like that, I was in Thailand. And for all my military folks that travel, man, when you go to Thailand, everybody known for getting custom suits over there. But I mean, it's rushed. He said 6 to 8 weeks to get your suit, man. And all the way down to the buttons. But you even got another package where you kind of put together the entire outfit. Tell us about a little bit about that one.
Yeah. So we also are a full and styling company. So we're going to get we can get you a suit, shirt, tie, pocket square, lapel pin, socks, shoes, based upon where you're going and what you feel comfortable with wearing. So if you're saying, hey, man, I'm coming to you, it's my 40th birthday party, my 50th birthday party, we're going with a Great Gatsby theme. Okay, man, no problem. We're going to put you in a dinner jacket, something maybe red or black, white and black. I'm going to do some black slim fit trousers. Ask your comfort level. Are you okay with wearing velvet shoes or spike shoes? We have our own custom spike loafer and velvet loafer. And then, of course, we make the handcrafted bow tie. So we want the bow tie to complement the shoe of your choice. And then that's the full styling package, man. It's a one-stop shop. You don't have to go anywhere. You don't have to wait. You don't have to wait in any long lines. You don't have to worry about anything being out of your size. You don't have to worry about not having the fabric or the selection of your choice, because we bring you everything. So we're giving you your size, bringing it to you. You don't have to travel. We come to you, and then it's going to fit perfect.
And how much is that package right there?
That package is about $7.99, depending if you want to go custom or not. Okay. And that covers the custom shoes as well. If you don't want to go custom and you just want to go, off the rack suit, shirt, tie, shoes, you're only looking at $4.99. So
do y'all understand, man? Y'all getting a custom suit handmade from the socks. I mean, if you ask him, he might even give you some custom drawers that make it look good in the pants. You get what I'm saying? Like, no, not for real, but like seriously, man. this guy is the freaking truth when it comes to the clothing business, when it comes to actually designing this. And this is when you start you looking at these prices and how he broke it down for you is simple. Let's just say you do want to get an $800 suit. To think about it, a real suit, a really nice suit is gonna cost you some money. That's why I always got mine on clearance. But when I say and I tell you from here on out, man, Arminius is my guy. We already got some stuff cooking for the grand opening. I'm telling y'all now, whatever y'all see me in that night is all done by Audacious by Arminius, man. From the shoes to the buttons to the suit. I mean everything. And for me, it's really hard finding suits because I do have broad shoulders. You know what I mean? I have shoulders to a point where certain suits on me, the shoulder pockets or the shoulder pads will be poking out. You know, it doesn't really, just sit there. You know what I mean? And I tell you what, for all my Jacksonville folks that's watching, and shout out to my wife, my beautiful wife, Renisha Jackson, for tuning in, as well as Robert Smith for tuning in on our watch party and Dapper D's. But if you in Jacksonville, right, and you've been hearing about Dapper D's cigars, well, I'm bringing it to you right now, man. Dapper D's is really setting the bar for what it is that we have to offer. When you go to a cigar lounge, my goal is you going out with your lady. Y'all should be able to go to Cal Fours or Ruth Chris or Capital One, Season 52, or any of these A1 steakhouses and have dinner in a nice dress, a nice suit, and then come to Dapper D's and feel comfortable, not feeling overdressed, not feeling like you need to go home and change your outfit, because that's what we're here to do. You see it in Orlando, you see it in Miami, you see it in Atlanta, you see it in Dallas, you see it in these spots, but you don't see it in Jacksonville. So guess what? We're gonna change that. And when I sit here and say, when I step out, that's the standard. That's the standard. Now you ain't gotta go get no custom suits, but we're gonna be sitting nice. And if you do want a custom suit, then Arminius is gonna hook you up.
Yep.
So Arminius, I want to go into a different sector of it, man. I think we got a great understanding of what you can do. I know you do weddings, so tell us a little bit about your weddings, your wedding packages, and also tell us about your ultimate grooming experience.
Yeah. So we weddings, man. We do the entire wedding party. Just finished up a wedding party of 13.
Come on.
They did custom tuxedos and they did custom shoes as well. So we do a consultation with the bride and the groom. We come up with a look for the whole wedding party. Also taking in consideration of your colors, your budget. We have packages to fit every budget. We also have rentals. We literally have over 50, 60 tuxedo rentals and suit rentals that if the guys wanted to rent and not own, they can do that as well. And for the groom, we launched the Ultimate Grooms Experience, which is basically a day of experience. I thought about this because a lot of weddings are kind of geared towards the woman. Even when the photographer goes to the bridal. When you go to certain event centers, certain wedding venues, they don't have a groomsman suite. They don't have a groomsman's place for them to get dressed.
Yeah.
The guys got to get dressed at a hotel or a bathroom. So I said, man, it'll be nice to bring an experience to where the groom and his groomsmen can get pedicures, manicures, facials, a day of tuxedo delivery, have somebody there to help them get dressed. We're doing lint rollers, fragrance of your choice. You get an alcoholic beverage of your choice, and you get 2 complimentary bottles of champagne and cigar. What guy wouldn't want to get that on his? I want you to look good. And Dion said this: if you look good, you feel good. If you feel good, you play good. And if you play good, they pay good. So I feel, the best. That's one of the best days of your life. So I want you to feel your best. I want you to look. And when you're booking me, you're not just booking, like I said, outdated fabric, itchy fabric, ill-fitting garments. You're booking someone, man, and the first thing I ask them, and you can ask any couple, who's ever sat down with me, I ask them, I say, man, are you guys taking marriage counseling? And they may say yeah or nay. That's coming from me being married. I know how important that is, premarital counseling. So it's way bigger than just me selling a suit.
Yeah.
I've met great people, man, building relationships, man, that has ultimately carried me so far outside of business. So, and I pride myself on building those relationships. So, man, that Ultimate Grooms experience, we're doing very well. A lot of brides have been reaching out to us, wanting to gift that to the groom, opposed to gifting, you know, a watch, a nice timepiece. They say, hey, I want to give them an experience. What are the packages that you have to offer? We have a gold package, platinum package, a diamond package. Diamond package even includes, we have a mobile barber who has his own mobile barber truck. He has leather seats on it, man, TVs and things of that nature for the guys to kind of do. And all of these things we like to offer, man. And that's a big thank you to Chris Sawyer, Katie the barber, who partners with us and comes out and does that as well. But all of these things, man, that are just geared towards the ultimate growth experience. You can't find it anywhere else. No matter where you look at, it's not going to be of quality. And that's what we want to stand behind our brand, our name, quality.
Absolutely. Absolutely. And I, you know, when you first told me about it and I first seen it, it was genius. You know, it is beyond. I mean, because wedding days, you know, the dudes or the family members typically spent, you know, pay the wedding, you know, right. But the wedding is so concentrated on the bride and making sure everything is on the bride that you forget I'm getting married too. You know, the man is getting married. He's saying I do too. Right. You know, he trying to make sure his groomsmen got everything. But when you book Audacious by Arminius, man, you ain't got to worry about that. I remember, you know, shout out to my one of my best friends, Crypto, Aaron Searcy. When we did his wedding, man, we was running a Walmart to get belts. We was in a one bedroom. I mean, a little 1 bedroom like hotel that was off the campus from everything else that we had to drive there. And I mean, it was just so dope, you know, to see what it is that you're doing, man. Do y'all understand? For all my married people out there, just imagine, for more or less for my groomsmen or my husbands or, you know, the groom, wouldn't you have loved getting your feet done, a facial, a massage, not having to worry about your tuxedo the couple days prior to, you know, the wedding, not having to worry about if you got everything, not worrying about if your groomsmen got everything, and you just have somebody to take care of that for you? Like, that's called luxury living. And you know what I mean? And that's what it is that rich folks do. You know, rich folks don't worry about none of this stuff. Rich folks do exactly what Arminius is doing, but Arminius is taking it and bringing it to you at a rate that's affordable. You know what I mean? Like that is key. You know, just like for me, you know, I can charge, you know, $12 a cigar for something that really costs $7. But why do I do that? I want people to smoke. I want people to buy cigars. You know, so I'm going to put it at a price point that's advantageous for me and advantageous for the consumer. And that's the same thing you're doing right here with fabric stuff that when you pass away and you want to, not even when you pass away, but when you want to hand down a suit, you got something dope to hand down, something with value. That's what we need to spend our money on, something that has a value, something that's going to appreciate, not depreciate. And when you got custom fabrics like that, man, that stuff appreciates, especially when you got a man like Dapper D or Jack, you know, in that mug. It's definitely going to appreciate, because we're going to make that mug look real, real good. You feel me?
let me ask you this question, man. If you going to get let's just say you're going to get a Rolex, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you more inclined to get a plain Jane, what we would call it, or would you want to bust it down and add 20 diamonds, and out of the 20, 8 of them are real? What would you do?
Oh man, we're gonna bust that mug down. We're gonna want that mug to blame. But even on the other part, for me, I mean, just to answer your question, I personally would like a real plain Jane Rolex. You know,
Why?
So why? Because that's value. When you start adding diamonds and different things, different things of that nature, you're depreciating the value of that Rolex. Because yeah, you may take that Rolex and put all these diamonds in it, okay. But nobody that's not trying to be flashy really want all that flashy stuff. You know, right. a nice gold piece, a nice little gold Rolex, that is something that I would like. But you know, some people in their mind gonna think, you know, I want the diamonds, I want the stuff that's flashy. At the end of the day, it's all about complimenting. When you pair this with what it is that you're trying to put it with, is it gonna complement, or is it gonna be too much?
Right.
You know, I even think that when people wear those, you know, those, I got a gold chain, just a simple gold chain, and you know, when people be having them big fake chains on, I be like, man, what are you trying to do? You don't even look right. Like that. I'm telling you, I know it costs money, but it don't look like money.
No.
Because at the end of the day, would you see Jay-Z with that on? Would you see Bill Gates with that on? Will you see Tom Ford in that with that on?
Right.
Would you see, you know, anybody that has really money that you can tell is gonna have all that on? No, they want a basic Rolex because that is what's going to appreciate.
Mm-hmm. It's an asset. Assets over liabilities. At that point, it becomes an asset because any time I run into a hardship, I can go sell that Rolex.
Yeah.
I've had it over time, but I bust it down, put these diamonds in it, and I'm not even going to get a third of what I paid for. Absolutely
not. That's like when you buy a brand new car and people run to go put rims on it.
Right.
That car just lost value just like that. Why? Right. Well, the rims look nice. Yeah, but that's people like originals. I mean, people ain't looking for a 1970 Chevelle with rims on it. They want a 1970 Chevelle with the stock tires that came on it back in 1970.
Yes, sir.
They don't want no custom interior. That they want the interior that came on it because that has more value. Yep. So I'm with you, bro. I'm with you. I am with you all day. You know, Arminius, man. We went into, you know, kind of everything that dealing with the suits, but what's next for you? What's next under the arsenal without going into too many details?
We got NFL Draft 2021. It is April 24th. It's going to be in Cleveland this year, and I'm saying this without it being ink. You know, it's not ink for the contract. Ink for what God has told me, but we'll have a couple different athletes walk across the stage. As long as they have a physical draft, making a couple of custom suits for a couple first round, second round, third round pick. This 2021 coming up in April. That's the goal that we have. I'm honestly feel that's what God has said, and we're ready for that. And also, we launched Dapper, which is basically job opportunities, man, for high schoolers. Not only high school, we offer it to people without a college. But right now, man, we have two young men who were really, really interested. They show interest in styling and suits and learning about what we do. We created this Dapper shirt for them. Paid. They get they also get commission based upon their sales. They get experience and train them to where they can kind of go out to their own set of, create their own style for different customers, different clients, and some custom suits for people. And the goal is for the exposure. I want to expose women, men, young and old, different things outside of the norm. I don't shy away from what I've been through, things of that nature. So I know how it feels to have limited resources. I know how it feels to only see, you know, football, basketball, street pharmacists, and entertainers. So if I'm in a position now to give back certain wisdom, give back opportunity, that's what I'm gonna do. That's what you know. It's not me keeping everything to myself. It's not about me being on the platform. Everything that I do is supposed to give glory. Also give opportunity to someone else. Someone gave me an opportunity. And that's literally what's going to happen with this draft. Somebody's going to give this young man the opportunity to from a custom cigar. And it's solely because of my obedience and my willing to give back to the community.
You know, absolutely. And that's everything. You know, I go to church, and I went to church today, and I did it all online. I was safe, social distancing. I like it. I like it better that way anyway. But the guy that I was preaching today stated that we are here to make ourselves willing to help bring people up or pour into people. That is our calling. You know, being a business owner, being, you know, somebody with money, it's one thing to just have everything, but that's not why God gave it to you. That's not what you're here to do. You're here to pour into people, man. And I think what it is that you got going on, man, you have a phenomenal following, you have a phenomenal reputation. And I think, you know, the draft is going to be the least of your worries. Obviously, it's something that you're going to have to worry about, but I think you're going to turn into something so big because your willingness to pour into others, man, is going to pour into you. And so, you know, I'm excited to partner with you, man. Me and Arminius, we have some stuff that we're going to do between us. And I put it like this. I'm not buying no more suits from Kohl's. I'm buying them all from Arminius. And everything that we do from here on out is custom. Everything we do here on out is, you know, custom fitted to me. Everything we do out here is extraordinary. Arminius, I had something I want to ask you. I'm really big into hats now, like the hats. Is that something that you offer, or is this something that you looking to get into, or, you know, the brims?
I got you, man. We are expanding to the brim. We're gonna start our own brim line. That was the guy who makes these frames. He was a lot of brim. And that's what it's like. Oh man, okay, some nice brims you got there, folks. You know, we're gonna expand the brims. Man. I feel like that and fragrance. That's the next two things I want to really put our hands on. The brims and the fragrances, man. I like the brim. I like a nice brim. That's another piece that we were talking about. How you can accessorize the suit, whether you want to dress it up or dress it down. And so I can take this tie off of this mannequin, unbutton that top button, unbutton first for a brim on, and pants are fitted. I got a nice shirt, and I'm still within my comfort zone. You know, I'm still within the right attire for wherever I go.
Yeah.
So I definitely agree, man. The brims are next. The brims are next.
Arminius, where can they follow you at, book you at? I know it's down there at the bottom, but tell everybody where they can book you at.
You can go on www.dapper.com. www.dapperdowntoearth.com. Facebook and Instagram. It's Audacious Arminius. That's AUDCTIOUS by BY. That part is Arminius, ARMINIS. Follow us, man. Link. Book your consultation. Let us come out to you, man. We come out to your job, your home, local place of business. We want to make everything convenient for you. Everything while being of your own home. We're bringing out the measure you right there on the spot. Hey, man, I think I'm gonna shred down. I may lose some weight for my wedding. No problem at all. We make it. So if the doctor may come in and look at two people that just lost weight, we can tailor it into your. Not a problem.
Absolutely. And then Arminius, one last thing too is for all my people that is out of state. You know, how's that work?
Not a problem at all, man. We have a full-time sales consultant in North Carolina, Miami, and we are expanding to New York. If we can't get to you in terms of taking your measurements, we will send you every measurement that we need. We will recommend a certain measurement in your area. We do want to have a small disclaimer. We do not take ownership, or we won't be held responsible if we don't measure you ourselves. And the garment may come in fitting, We haven't had, so we're not perfect. We're basing it upon the measurements. And out of state, we ship to worldwide. Just in South Carolina, we in North Carolina. It's not an issue. We commute to you, fly out for different things that need to for private fittings. Actually, we will be in Orlando October the 30th through the 1st. We'll be in Tallahassee November 21st through the 23rd. And then I think we have Los Angeles on the calendar as well. So we'll be flying out different private fittings, man. We'll keep everything press, follow us on the social media, put those things out there so you can schedule your private fitting.
Man, that's freaking awesome, man. That's Audacious by Arminius, man. Arminius, thank you so much for taking the time to sit down and talk with us on the virtual smoke deck, man. I am super proud of you, brother. Everything that you got going on, as David shouted out, I know you seen that at the bottom. He said, shout out to both of you guys, being fine businessmen, and much continued success for your endeavors. And that's the same thing I want to take away from this, man. Everything that you're doing, man, you're destined for greatness, man. And I can't look at no better person to partner up with to get my custom suits done than yourself, man. So thank you, Arminius, for stopping by, man. One thing that we do before we let people get off this virtual smoke deck is you have to drop one gem. It doesn't necessarily have to be about clothing. It doesn't have to be about cigars. What is one gem that you would drop for the people watching today or gonna see this in the future?
Man, my quote that I live by, success comes with side effects. Sometimes hating is one of them. So you're going to experience adversity. You're going to experience people that you think are going to support you and you don't. You're going to experience family members not quote unquote believing in you or may not be able to see your vision. And you have to become comfortable being uncomfortable. So when people don't see your vision, that's completely fine. As God has given the same vision as you. Second gem is easy. You can't be what you can't see. Exposure is key. So let's continue to expose people to different things, man, different ventures, different activities, different types of entrepreneurship, different things that we got to bring to the table, different mindset, wealth mindset. Like you said, difference between rich and wealthy. We don't always have to look as if we have money and really don't have it. Let's really have it. We have assets. I feel it, man. So exposure is key, man. Continue to do what you're doing, Jack. Continue to show individuals, man, how important it is to be your own boss, and but also understand that it had to go through some things to get where you're at. It just wasn't like an overnight type of thing. And I feel like the era that we're in now, you just feel like it's supposed to be. That's not true. If that happens, then I feel like you want to appreciate the business to get to the point. I appreciate my business so much now because I know where we started. I know how it felt to not have the financial backing to purchase fabrics to compete in both types of business owners. I didn't allow those. Don't allow those things to stand in your way. But you have to live for the future, not right now. Live for the future. See my gems, man. I'm looking forward to what we got coming up. Looking forward to tomorrow, man. I'm excited. Wife's excited. So we ready, man. It's the time is now, bro. The time is now. Time to execute, and we're ready, man.
Absolutely. And I promise y'all, this won't be the last time y'all see Arminius, man. We got some stuff in the works. Whether it works out or it does not work out, at the end of the day, man, me and you going to stay really close, man. We both 29 years old. Both came from the struggle. Both had some adversity we had to go through in our life. And now look at us, you know. We're not going to let that stop us. We're not going to let that, you know, put a damper onto the parade that God is trying to throw for us, man. So, Arminius, I appreciate you so much for tuning in on this virtual smoke deck, man. And you be blessed, brother.
You do the same, man. I'm about to watch my Rams beat up on these 49ers.
Hey, man. Hey, speaking of football today, man, before we even get you off, man, and I was so mad at my Eagles today. So mad. But they came back and played a hell of a game. They almost beat the Ravens. Almost doesn't count unless you're playing craps or it's another game that it count. Horseshoes or something like that. But either way, we're not playing either one of those. So with that being said, man, Arminius, I appreciate you so much, man. And brother, we'll be in touch.
All right, man. You take it easy. Thank you.
Hey, man, look. Everything we do here on the virtual smoke deck is supposed to be exclusive, man. What we do here is we try to bring different things to this platform to show you different things. I can sit here and talk about cigars all day, but I wouldn't be highlighting the people that is out here doing exactly what it is that I've done to get Dapper D's to where it's at, man. Arminius is one of the few examples of a consistent business owner that's here to grind and to continue to do what it is that he's destined to do, man. So make sure y'all go check him out. His Facebook is also in the tickler below, man. Go follow him at Audacious by Arminius on Facebook and IG, and book him as well, man, for a private suit, private fitting, and customization of a suit, man. But y'all already know what it is, man. I'm Jack the Cigar Enthusiast, man. Make sure y'all go check out Dapper D's Cigars for all your cigar needs and wants. Go follow us on Facebook at Dapper D's Cigars and Instagram at Dapper D's Cigars as well. And make sure you go ahead and click that link in the comment box for the Dapper D's Facebook group, man. We out here, just really trying to have a good time, man. None of that high school drama stuff, man. We're here to really have fun, man. To really get to know some people and get to really sit here and fellowship and smoke with people, man. So I appreciate everybody that has joined the group already, and I'm never gonna stop saying it. You guys are the truth, man. I appreciate all the people that support Dapper D's as well as support the virtual smoke deck. With that being said, man, I'm Jack the Cigar Enthusiast. I hope you guys enjoyed y'all time with me, but I'm